From Ottawa, the 1980 Reach to the Top National Playoffs. Hello, I'm Bob Knapp. In this fourth game of the 1980 series, Manitoba meets Prince Edward Island. Let's go now and meet our teams. First of all, representing Manitoba from Vincent Massey Collegiate in Winnipeg, we have Tom Ackerman, a grade 11 student who likes sports and any kind of music except disco. Gordon McGaw, a grade 12 student who tells me he's the disruptive influence. I don't believe him, but he loves baseball. Rama Subramaniam, a grade 10 student. He loves math, and his nickname, of all things, is Spike. And then there's Hooten Harry Hentleff. He's a grade 12 student who's into tipping canoes, or out of canoes, and running, and the doors. That's our team from Manitoba. From Prince Edward Island, from Morell Regional High School, David Sanderson, a grade 12 student who loves basketball, rock and roll, and swimming in those island waters. Joey McDonald, a grade 11 student who likes sports, music, and he says he's a good party man. Eric Boley, grade 11 student, likes disco, sports, and weekends. And Matthew Collins, a grade 11 student who likes sports and weekdays, he tells me. That's from Prince Edward Island. Now here's the man with all the questions from CBC Winnipeg, Bill Guest.
Yes, thank you, Bob, very much. And hello again, everybody. It's good to be back with you. And as you know, these summer weeks are coming and going all too fast, it seems. It's hard to believe we're into the fourth game of the 12-game series that will lead us to a 1980 championship team in the Nationals. And all of the teams, the 10 teams here in Ottawa, are competing for that championship, and they're coming to us from widely separated places. For example, Manitoba today taking on Prince Edward Island. Now, before we get underway, I'd like you to meet our two distinguished judges, and here on the right of your screen is the man who has written two outstanding books, the Great Canadian Quiz Book and his latest, the All-Canadian Trivia Book. He's reached for the top's national question editor, Mr. Paul Russell. And with Paul, we have our chief adjudicator, who is a veteran educator and administrator for 5 years, and until recently, he was the vice principal of Joseph Walensky Collegiate in Winnipeg. Will you welcome Mr. Bernie Melman? And now, as Bernie takes his seat, he has something important to tell us. Bernie?
Yes, Bill, there was an answer that Saskatchewan gave in the last game, which we reconsidered and accepted, changes the official score to 225 for Saskatchewan, 290 for Northern Ontario. The point spread is now 65 points, which is important in terms of the next round of the playoffs. I guess we're ready for this one.
All right, we are ready for this one, and let's wish both teams good luck as we start off with a math question. We don't very often do that, but we're going to do it this time. On your monitor, teams, what is the value of the expression you see when x equals 5? An open question, Rama. All right, P.E.I., please, David.
Negative 10.
The answer is 10, plus 10. What is the value of this expression when a equals 3? You can take it, David. All right, Manitoba, anyone there, please? Yes, Harry?
18.
18 is correct for 10 points. Evaluate what you now see for b equals negative 2. Take it, David.
0.
No, not right. Okay, Harry?
Negative 12.
Negative 12 is correct, yes. What is the value of the expression you now see when a equals 4? All right, Rama.
3.
You said?
3.
That is correct, yes. And here is the last. Evaluate this expression when x equals 3. X equals 3. Who can take that? It's open. Try it, Gordon.
21.
21 is the answer, yes. Now, what can you tell us about swimmers? In the 1924 Paris Olympics, this American swimmer won 2 gold medals, but he is best known for his portrayal of Tarzan. Joey?
Johnny Weissmuller.
That's who it is, yes. He made 12 motion pictures. In August of 1926, she became the first woman to swim the English Channel using the crawl stroke at a time of 14 hours, 13 minutes. What was her name? Anyone on either team know? She was Rama.
Cook.
No, not Cook. Who was it, P.E.I.? Do you know? The answer is Gertrude Ederle. Another Olympic medal winner, this time in the 1932 Olympics at Los Angeles. He also portrayed Tarzan in the movies. He is best known. Go ahead, Joey.
Buster Crabbe.
Buster Crabbe is great, yes. He played Flash Gordon also. This Canadian swimmer won 5 medals in the 1967 Pan Am Games and 3 medals in the Mexico Harry.
Tanner.
Yes, indeed. Elaine Tanner. Her nickname is the Mighty Mouse, of course. Now, we're going to step into the art gallery for a little while. We're going to ask you to identify the artists who painted these self-portraits this time, all self-portraits. An Italian saw himself this way. Who was the Italian who held the brush? Who was that, Rama?
Botticelli.
All right, quiet, please. P.E.I. Anyone there? David.
Botticelli.
It was Michelangelo that time. Okay, here's another Italian. He lived in Paris. Whose work is this time? Okay, Rama.
Picasso.
Not right. You know, P.E.I.? Who is the artist involved? Who is that, David? No, Amadeo Modigliani. Now here is a self-portrait by a post-impressionist French painter. Okay, who is it, David?
Picasso?
No, it is not. No, who is it, Rama?
Seurat?
No, Paul Gauguin that time. And here is a 20th century painter who saw himself this way. Whose work is this? Anyone, Rama?
Picasso.
Have you said?
Picasso.
Yes, Pablo Picasso is right for 10 points. Okay, today's first team question. This will get you 45 points if you get the scramble and the rest of the question. Here is the scramble. Which Greek letter is used in mathematics as the symbol for Eric?
Theta?
No, that won't do it. This is yours, Manitoba. Which Greek letter is used in mathematics as the symbol for the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter? What is it, Rama?
Pi.
You have the second part of this. What do you know about pi and its background? Which Greek mathematician asserted the value of pi was between 3/1070ths and 3/1071? Go ahead, Rama.
Archimedes.
That's who it was. Give the numerical value of pi correct to 5 decimal places. Who can take that on the Manitoba team? Rama.
3.14159.
You have it right, yes. In 1882, which German mathematician proved that pi is a transcendental number? It is not the root of any rational algebraic equation. What was his name? Yes, Rama.
Hermite?
No, he was Ferdinand Lindemann. The letter pi is used also for various technical classifications. For example, in astronomy's numerical sequence, it usually represents the brightness of a star in a constellation. If a star is classified as pi star, how bright is it in a constellation if it's a pi star? Who can take it? Rama?
Fifth.
No, 16th. It's the 16th brightest star. Okay, let's have a few short snappers here and see what we can do with these. They're worth 10 points each, and here is the first of them. Which treaty ended World War I? Which was that, Gordon?
Treaty of Versailles.
That's correct. Name and number, please. Edward the Black Prince was the son of which king of England? Who is that, Rama?
Henry III.
No, that's not right. P.E.I., do you know, David?
Henry IV.
It was Edward III. In 1959, which Nobel Prize did Salvatore? All right, Joey.
Peace Prize?
No, this is yours, Manitoba. In 1959, which Nobel Prize did Salvatore Quasimodo win? Which was it, Rama?
Literature.
It was. What part is played by Catherine Hellman in the TV series Yes, Gordon?
Jessica?
Yes, she is Jessica in Soap. Who won the 1980 Masters Golf Tournament? Who is that, Gordon?
Seve Ballesteros.
That is who it was, yes. Try this for 10 points. Who was the first person to fly solo across the Atlantic, Rama?
Lindbergh.
All right. Who was tried along with There's the Bell? Let's just take a moment out here. Before we go to the commercial, we have something special coming up for you, teams. We're going to take a commercial break, and while we do that, we want you to go to work on this question I have for you now. Write down the names of the seven prime ministers of Great Britain who followed Winston Churchill. The 7 prime ministers of Great Britain who followed Winston Churchill. The order is not important, by the way, but you must get all 7 right in order to earn your points. I'm going to ask Gordon McGaw and Joey McDonald to read the answers for us when the time comes after our recess. The score right now, P.E.I. 20 points, Manitoba in the lead with 135. We'll be back to hear those answers I've asked for right after we pause for these commercial messages.
Patient care in the home with Doncaster Medical. Power Drive wheelchairs can enable you to get around on your own. This lightweight model will amaze you with its versatility. It is light enough to put into a car and powerful enough to take you up ramps. For more information on Power Drive chairs and a copy of our home care catalog, contact Doncaster Medical at 889-9111.
For years, Lido's Men's Shop has been a fashion leader. Now, Lido's introduces a completely new marketing concept. At Lido's, you can buy the same expensive designer clothing that is available in the finest stores, but you don't have to wait for sales to get reasonable prices. In fact, Lido's offers new concept pricing 52 weeks a year. And Lido's won't let you wear your purchase unless the fit is perfect. Of course, there's no charge for adjustments. Lido's Men's Shop, 1860 Eglinton Avenue West.
Get your glasses right away. That's Public Optical. No appointment, no delay. That's Public Optical. Strictly professional. That's the only way. Most done in just one day. That's Public Optical. That's Public Optical.
Hello, I'm Joyce Davidson. Canadian authors have always been very special to the people who live here. Today, of course, it really is a different story, as they enjoy international recognition. On Authors, it's my pleasure to meet with some of these celebrated writers and share their experiences with you. Please join me on Authors.
Actor-writer Gordon Pinsent is the guest of Joyce Davidson on Authors, Thursday night at 10:30 on CBC Toronto 5.
And we checked with the judges. The score is correct. It stands at Manitoba 135, P.E.I. 20 points. Here again is Bill Guest.
All right, Bob. Our teams have been working feverishly on those names that we asked them to list. And Gordon McGaw, what did you have for the 7 prime ministers of Great Britain who followed Winston Churchill? Go ahead.
Thatcher, Callaghan, Wilson, Heath, Eden, and Attlee.
Well, we'll stop you right there. That's all you have anyway, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with Joey McDonald. What do you have, Joey?
Wilson, Thatcher, Heath, Callaghan, Chamberlain.
Okay, how many points do you have for the Manitoba team, judges?
The Manitoba team has 50 points. The last one was incorrect. And the Prince Edward Island team has 40 points.
Okay, there are the names listed on your monitor right now. Okay, Eden, McMillan, we have Douglas Hume, Wilson, Heath, Callaghan, and Thatcher. Okay, so much for our list question today. Let's get on with some of the regular questions and answers. And when something new and unprecedented happens, men and women involved naturally become famous because being first calls for recognition. See if you can identify these famous firsts. In 1883, Dr. Abraham Groves made medical history in Canada when he successfully transfused blood from one patient to another. But Dr. Groves is also given credit for a first on the operating table. What did he remove from his patient that saved the patient's life? It was a first in Canada, Rama?
Spleen.
Pardon?
Spleen.
That is not right. You know, P.E.I., what was it, David?
Blood clot?
No, it was an appendix operation. Okay, a more modern first happened to Mrs. Frances Phipps on April the 5th of 1971. She did what no woman had ever done before, and her husband made that possible. And that's a good clue. He was a commercial aviator. They lived in Resolute Bay. Yes, Joey?
She climbed Mount Everest.
No, she didn't do that. He lived with her at Resolute Bay in the Northwest Territories. What was Mrs. Phipps' achievement in that general area, Harry?
She flew across the North Pole?
Well, she didn't do that. She was the first woman to ever set foot on it. He landed the plane and she set foot on it. There was another Canadian woman who accomplished her first back in 1880. Her name was Emily Stowe, and she needed a license in order to become the first. What was her achievement, Rama?
First woman doctor.
That's exactly what she was. Registered in 1880 as a member of the College of Physicians and Surgeons in Ontario. Okay, let's try another question. This one takes us into the field of music, and this is modern music. I'm going to give you the name of the group, and you give me the title of the selection. Let's start with this group, the Ramones.
Rock, 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 rock.
Harry.
Rock and Roll High School.
Yeah, that's right. Rock and Roll High School. That didn't take long. All right. Here comes the next one by the group called the Bee Gees. What is this? Listen. Okay, David? All right, try some more from Manitoba, please, Rama.
Staying Alive.
Staying Alive is right. You didn't need any more. Okay. Another 10 points. This time we feature Genesis. What's the song? Okay, Harry.
Stay With Me.
That is not right, no. Anyone on the P.E.I. team? A little more for you, P.E.I. Okay, Eric, try it.
By my side.
No, it is called Follow You, Follow Me. And here's the last in this series of 4. This is the name of the tune by Toto. Toto. Eric.
Toto.
Not right. Harry.
Charles Anthem.
No, the tune is called Hydra. Hydra. Okay, leave the rock tunes. Let's go to this open question worth 50 points on spelling. Spell these words. All of them are related to the military. That might help you a little bit. It's the planned execution of a particular victim, an assassination. Spell assassination, Rama.
A-S-S-A-S-S-I-N-A-T-I-O-N.
You have it right for 10 points. These are all open. A vehicle that works both on land and water is said to be, yes, Rama.
H-A-L-F-T-R-A-C-K.
That doesn't have to be the word. P.E.I., the word is amphibious. How do you spell amphibious? Go ahead, David.
A-M-P-H-I-B-I-O-U-S.
You have it right, yes. Large caliber crew-served mounted firearms are referred to as artillery. Take it, Rama.
A-R-T-I-L-L-E-R-Y.
You have it right, yes. One high military rank is lieutenant. Take it, Rama.
L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T.
You have it right. An important mode of transport, especially in Korea and Vietnam, was the helicopter. Okay, Rama.
H-E-L-I-C-O-P-T-E-R.
You have it right for 10 points. So much for spelling. This is our one-on-one assigned question when you play the game with your opposite number on the this one. Are called Elver. What are the adults, David?
Eels.
That's correct, yes. Okay, try this one. The little one is called the leveret. What is it? No hair. The leveret is the adult of a shoat. Yes, Gordon.
A whale.
I will not do it. A shoat. Joy, do you have any idea? Okay, go ahead.
Salmon.
No, a shoat is a young pig or hawk. Try this. A certain young fish is called a spike. What is the adult called? Okay, Joey.
A whale.
That's not right. No. Anyone know, Gordon?
Oh, Rama.
No, it is. No, a certain young fish called a spike has an adult called a mackerel. The mackerel is the daddy. All right, Rama's a cygnet. What's the adult? Yes, Eric. Pardon, a swan is right, yes. The youngster is called a TEG, a teg. What is the adult, Rama?
Hog.
No, that's not it. What is it, Eric, do you know? The adult is a sheep. Okay, and is yours. This name applies to a certain kind. The young is called a poult. What's the adult called? Yes, Harry?
Pigeon. That's
not it, no. Matt, do you know? The answer is a turkey, an adult turkey. Now, the young is called a pharaoh. What's the adult? Hawk, once again. Okay, the bell to the short snappers. These are worth 10 points each. Here is the first. Which musical team wrote the Gondoliers? Who is that, Rama?
Lerner and Lowe.
That's not Gondoliers, written by David. Irrelevant. But do we associate Salvador Dali? Go ahead, Rama.
Cubism.
That's not it, no. Do you know P.E.I.? Which is it, David?
Impressionist.
Surrealism is the answer. What is the major material used to make pipe bowls? Rama. Try it, please, P.E.I. Pipe bowls are made with, yes, root. Who was president of the U.S. during World War I? Who was that, Gordon?
Wilson.
That's right. How many months have the letter R in the name? Yes, Gordon?
8.
There are 8, exactly. Who was the first woman ever to be named Speaker of the Federal House of Commons, David?
Jenny Schwab, Sauvé.
That's 5 points. 100 lead with 275. Well, it's time for us to take a short recess. We'll be back with more questions and answers after we pause for these commercial messages.
So you've been promised a night out at the movies, but your eldest son already asked Dad for the car, and the babysitter's dead at the logo. The solution, a spectacular array of the all-time film greats, an exciting selection of silver screen classics. Stay home, relax, and let Toronto 5 take you to the movies with Star.
Hi, I'm Ernie Afghanis, welcoming you to another season of Par 27. 14 of Canada's finest professional golfers will compete for prestige and silver dollars. Danny Talbot of Montreal is back to defend his title, and just as last year, it'll be a very competitive championship. From the Fairmont Hot Springs Golf Course in British Columbia, it's Par 27 on CBC TV.
Join us for exciting golf action, Par 27, today at 2 on CBC Toronto 5.
We checked again. The judge score is correct. Manitoba 275, P.E.I. 100 points. Let's take a moment out of our game right now and see how the students have been spending their off-camera time in Ottawa.
Dear Annie Cass, Reach for the Top is great. Today on arrival at the studios, our team went to the makeup room in preparation for this evening's game. They lessen the pain and agony of dishing out their grease collection. Of course, I'm not only here to win, but to make a whole bunch of new friends and to have my daily fill of arguments.
I want to run through a number of things about the rules and about the way the game is run.
Without a doubt, are aware of our mental capabilities. However, they brief us before each match. Most of the kids look like angels, don't you think? But don't let the look fool you, for sobriety is the banner of all fools. And besides, look at all those people with nothing to do.
I want to tell you something.
Well, I'm dealing with 8 angels or whatever in this game today, and we're going to put them now, Manitoba and P.E.I. We're going to have a music question here, and the selections you're about to hear have a profession or occupation involved in the title. Now, after music, wait if you think you need it. But first, okay, Tom.
You from Barber Seville?
Well, that's not exactly what we're after. We're after profession or occupation. Here is the clue for P.E.I. The title of this early Mozart opera is the word for a manager of a company. It's still used today in theater jargon and can mean one who books talent. What are we looking for? What's the word? Do you know P.E.I.? It is, Eric?
Okay.
It is impresario. Okay, I think you have the idea now. Let's go back to music, and this time it's music by Handel. Now, here comes the clue. The replacement of horses by cars has made this occupation out of fashion, but in Handel's time, try it, David.
Blacksmith?
Blacksmith is right, yes. This man was a very important craftsman. That was music from the harmonious blacksmith. Now, what is the occupation involved in this work? Listen carefully. All right, Harry.
Barber.
Barber is right, yes, indeed. That's from the Barber of Seville. And here's the last in the series. Listen to this music. Okay, here's the clue. If you happen to see Fantasia, you'll remember Mickey Mouse deluged with waters. He played the apprentice to whom? Who is that, Rama?
Wizard.
No, well, what do you think, judges? You take on, no, we'll take that. Okay, P.E.I., what's the word? It is a sorcerer. Very close, Rama, but not quite right on. Okay, let's go to a 40-point Who Am I? If you get this on the first clue, you have the 40 points. While studying philosophy, I met my lifelong love, mistress, and intellectual alter ego. Who am I? You know, Rama?
Brownie.
Not right. Anyone on the P.E.I. team have an idea? Okay, second clue now for 30 points. I expounded my ideas in plays, novels, and essays written for Les Temps Modernes, for which Albert Camus also wrote. Who am I? Anyone know? Okay, Harry?
Robespierre?
No, that's not it. You know P.E.I. or David? Next clue for 20 points. I didn't invent the term, but existentialism became closely associated with my name, Rama.
Sartre.
That's who it is. Jean-Paul Sartre is right for 20 points, yes. Here's an open question. The name London gets a lot of attention in this question. Back in 1903, London published a book considered a dog story from David. That was its title, and that's what we wanted, yes. Name the university located in London, Canada. What's the name of it, Rama?
University of Western Ontario.
That's the complete name, yes. In 1665, as the old rhyme goes, there was hardly anyone left alive. Go ahead, David.
London Bridge.
This is yours, Manitoba. There was hardly anyone left alive. To what event in London, England, does that statement refer, Rama?
Great Fire of London.
The Great?
Great Fire of London.
No, it was the Great Plague of London in 1665. September 1666, another disaster befell the same city and destroyed London, Rama?
Fire.
Fire this time, yes. In 1909, the Declaration of London was proposed. With what mode of human travel was it concerned, Rama?
Cars.
It was not, no. P.E.I. What was it? You know, what mode of transportation?
Train.
No, it was ships or anything that sailed the high seas. Let's go to a 45-point team question. Scramble for this. What is the name of the rock on which the pilgrims from the Mayflower Rama?
Plymouth.
Plymouth Rock is right. They landed in Massachusetts in 1620. The next part of this question is about various rocks. What is the name of the island off the Gaspé Peninsula, named by Champlain on his very first visit because of an unusual opening in the rock? What is that, Harry?
Roche-Percé.
You have it right. What is the name of the stone upon which all Scottish kings were crowned until 1296, Harry?
Scone.
That will do fine. In the United States, this spectacular volcanic tower, located in Wyoming, was established as the first national monument in 1906. What is it called? What's its name, Rama?
Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower is correct. Located in Ireland, those who kiss this slab say they will be given great powers of persuasion. What is the name of it? Do you know, Tom?
Blarney Stone?
Blarney Stone is right, yes. Meanwhile, back in this country, this question is about Canadian religious denominations. For what church were continuous services begun in Newfoundland about 1700? Which church? Anyone on that team? Joey?
Presbyterian?
It was not, no. You know, please, Harry.
Roman Catholic.
It was the Anglican Church of Canada. What church originated in Switzerland and Holland in the 16th century, Rama?
Calvinist.
No, that's not it. It was the development of the Anabaptist movement. Do you know, David?
Lutheranism?
No, the Mennonite Church. What church, with about 1 million members in Canada, is in historical continuity with the Church of 1560? Which is that,
Presbyterian.
Rama? You said?
Presbyterian.
That's correct, yes. What church was formed in 1925 through the union of a Methodist church, David?
United Church.
That is right. Methodist Church, the congregational churches, yes. What church began as a mission to the submerged masses of East London, England in 1885?
Salvation Army?
That's right, yes, with William Booth as its founder. Well, there's something special coming up in the art department here. We're going to see examples of native art in Canada, and you tell us the creature or the object that is portrayed. First, this work. The artist is Kananganak. What kind of a bird does he portray here, Rama?
Pigeon.
No, that's not right. What kind of a bird did you see, Joey?
An owl.
It was an Arctic owl. All right, try this. This is the creation of Pudlo at Cape Dorset. What modern machine did he have in mind here, Harry?
Airplane.
That's correct, yes. Next, the Canusiac, an animal eating seaweed. Which animal is it? Do you know, Eric?
Caribou.
That's not right. Which animal was it, Harry?
Elk.
No, it was a rabbit, as a matter of fact. And finally, there's the bell. That gets us to more short snappers before we take another break for 10 points. According to gourmets, which Canadian province produces the highest quality wild rice, Joey? You know, please, Manitoba. Anyone, Harry?
Ontario.
It is Manitoba. Sugars and starches. Sugars and starches belong to which general class of compounds, Rama?
Carbohydrates.
That's right. A nictitating membrane covers which, yes, Rama?
Beaver.
No, this is yours, P.E.I. A nictitating membrane covers which organ of a bird? Which organ? Anyone know? Yes, Joey?
The gizzard.
It is the eye. Which explorer brought to the New World by Champlain explored the Great Lakes in the period from 1615, Rama?
Brule.
That's right, yes. Canada's first commercial oil well was put in operation in 1859, Gordon.
Norman Wells.
No, the question is this. In which province was it put in operation, Joey?
Saskatchewan.
It was Ontario at a place called Oil Springs. 3 Canadian actresses, Alexis Smith, Yvonne DeCarlo, and Dorothy Collins, once appeared in which Broadway hit? Which show was it, Rama?
Carousel.
Not right. You know P.E.I.? The answer is the Follies. What is the meaning of the international acronym SAC? Yes, Rama?
Strategic Air Command.
You have it, and there's the siren to end the game. And here is the score. P.E.I. 140, Manitoba 430 points. How's the score, judges? Does it stand? The score is okay, says the judges. So congratulations to Manitoba with 430 points. A great game today. And now to say so long, here again is Bob Knapp. Bob?
Thanks, Bill. Well, the score is correct, as you say, and we'd like to extend our thanks for a great game to the students from Prince Edward Island, Morell Regional High School. And, of course, our congratulations to the Manitoba team from Vincent, Massey Collegiate in Winnipeg, Tom Ackerman, Gordon McGaw, Rama Subramaniam, and Harry Hentelef. They won by a margin of 290 points. So the margin becomes very important about this point in our series, because after 5 games, the team with the largest margin, the 2 teams with the largest margin, drop out. You will remember back in the first game, it was Nova Scotia 280, Newfoundland 250 for a margin of 30. In the second game, it was Quebec 305, Southern Ontario 295 for a margin of 10. In the third game, Northern Ontario 290, Saskatchewan 225 for a margin of 65. And in this game, again, it's Manitoba 430, Prince Edward Island 140 for a margin of 290 points. Next week, it's British Columbia versus Alberta. Bob Knapp for Bill Guest. See you next week on Reach to the Top.
Time was my time when I was running down the street. It was a fight, fight, fight.